guys, it's Sarah, and today I am going to be doing the last 12 by 12 layout that I need to create for Caylan's 6th grade middle school album. I am finally getting that process going here so I can get her year completed. Now with middle school, I am going to be doing some more 12 by 12 layouts in those than I have done in her previous elementary school album because middle school is only 3 school years. So I'm going to have a lot more room to be able to include some 12 by 12 layouts. And I think there's going to be more opportunities for me to do 12 by 12 layouts in her middle school album just with some of the activities she's doing and some of the experiences that she's having. So I'm going to be doing, definitely the project lifestyle slotted pages still, and then intermixing a little bit more 12 by 12 into it at the same time. So for this one, this is going to be documenting the fact that we went to distance learning for the last semester or quarter, I guess you could say, of the year. Basically, after they went on break for spring break, they never went back to school. They had to complete the rest of her 6th grade year online because of the COVID-19. So this is documenting that because I haven't documented that in her album yet. So I took a couple pictures of her. This is just one day of her doing stuff on the computer, and so I'm going to be talking about that. Now, she did not love the online learning. She doesn't prefer that at all. She prefers to be in school, which is nice. So it was a little bit of a struggle for her, especially at first, just getting used to it and everything. So I have some dark gray cardstock, which is my base, and then I did map my photos with that same cardstock, and then I have a piece of notebook paper that I cut down by 1/4 of an inch, and that's going to be my main background. And then I have this paper here that is of different colors of eyeglasses, which I thought was really cute. And since Caylan wears glasses, I thought that would be fun to include on this. And I just tore it down, kind of started a little bit more than halfway and just kind of tore it down at an angle. And I really like the way that torn edge looks. And then I'm going to use this little arrow paper here as well, and I'm just going to do a layer of that. It's not going to show a whole lot, but it's going to show a little bit. And this is a page kit that I pulled actually recently. I just pulled out some things that I thought were going to go well for this layout, and so that's what I'm using here. It's not something I did on camera or anything. I just did it one day sitting in my scrap room. I just pulled a little page kit for this because I knew it was something I needed to get done soon. And then I have this gray chevron paper here that I put down as well. And I'm just doing some longer layers here for some of those to help ground my pictures. And as you can see, I have one vertical and one horizontal picture. And for the horizontal one, I just cut it down by a little bit to make it smaller. I just cut out some stuff that didn't need to be in there. And then I have this cut apart sheet from Simple Stories. It is a school themed piece of paper, and I'm going to use a few things. Actually, I think I use all 3 of these elements here. The striped paper, that little class schedule, and then the clock. I'm going to actually end up using all of these on here. So for the clock, I'm going to punch it out using a hole punch. It's going to have a little bit of a border on it. And then I'm going to just cut off a little piece of this that says class schedule because she had to, continue with her schedule. And it was more actually when this was still when we were in Florida, and it was more self-paced than it has been up here in Rhode Island since we've been here. We've done a few distance learning days here and there, and we've gone for a week actually distance learning here, but it was synchronous. It wasn't just do it at your own pace, but in Florida it was do it at your own pace. So, but she still had to do all of her subjects and everything. And then I have a couple of wood veneer speech bubbles there. One says Superstar, and the other one says School Days. So I'm going to use those here as well. And then I was gonna use some thickers for my title, but they ended up they were too big, especially when I started putting everything down and seeing how much room it was taking up, and I still need a place to journal, and I just didn't want to use a big thicker. So I'm gonna use smaller letter stickers for my title for this one, which is not something I do a whole lot. I usually use the big thickers, but I found these here from October Afternoon. These are sticky keys, letter stickers, and they look like typewriter keys, like round typewriter keys. And so I thought that was pretty fitting. And then I'm also going to bring a typewriter in here in another element as well. So it ended up going together really nicely. And so I'm just going to spell out distance learning down here on the bottom, trying to keep them as straight as possible right along the seam here of that chevron paper. I really, really like the October Afternoon. These sticky keys, I have a few sheets of different colors of these because they're round. And then I also have the Mini Market letters, which are some of my favorites to use. And man, I just love them. And I should use them more often. I tend to kind of hoard things because October Afternoon no longer makes them. So I know it's not something I can replace. So it's a little but that's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and put down my wood veneer here using my quick dry adhesive. And then I'm gonna go through this little sticker book here. It's one that I found at Tuesday Morning, and it's not from any particular line. I don't even know exactly who created this one, but it's a lot of office supplies and kind of crafty a little bit. And I found this little journal area that has a typewriter on it. So that's why I picked that one to kind of go along with the typewriter keys in the title. And I'm just going to journal about how proud I was of her, even though the beginning of it was a struggle. It was a lot of testing for her. It was a lot of like listen to a lecture and then you got to take a quiz and then do this and then you got to take a test. It was a lot of that. So she did not enjoy that part of it at all. So she kind of struggled a little bit just both with the content and with just keeping up the motivation to do the work. So but she ended up still doing really well, and all things considered, so we were proud of her. I grabbed a few little strips that have some words on them, and then there was a pencil in here that was great, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. And I'm going through and I see these transparent stickers, and one of them says due date, so I thought I'd just put that up here on the clock, and then I think another one says priority or prioritize or something. Priority, yeah. So I stuck those on the clock there because she definitely had due dates and she had to prioritize her time. And I think that's all I'm going to grab from there. And I am going to grab these puffy headphones here because she did have to use headphones a lot, to listen to her lectures and stuff, because she also had a younger sister who was doing school at the same table. So they both had to use their headphones when they needed to watch videos and listen to things. And I'm going to go ahead and grab some enamel dots as well. I'm going to use these, I think they're blue, I think they're glittery. And I'm going to go ahead and just use up the rest of these. So this uses up a package, which is always nice. And then that's going to complete my layout. So this one is going to go in Caylan's 6th grade album. And I am going to be working on that here. My next few videos, I believe, if they're not design team stuff, they're going to be Caylan's 6th grade year, kind of trying to finish it up and knock it out. So here are some close-ups. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you again very soon. Have a great day. Bye.